What's up, YouTube? It is RS Mario bringing you episode 4 of my Mega Pokemon metagame analysis. Basically where I take, announced but unreleased Mega Pokemon coming from, it's going to be in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I basically break them down and, give you, basically tell you how I would use them in the metagame. With theoretical stats and move stats. So here we go. Let's jump in. So today's Pokemon is Mega Diancie. Alright, so this episode is going to be a bit different because Mega Diancie is, we don't know. Actually, Diancie isn't released yet. Alright, so it doesn't have any stats, any confirmed stats, any confirmed moves, pools, anything like that. So pretty much 90% of this is theoretical. None of this is actually confirmed. But I did the best I could with this one. I pretty much came up with all this from past things and from connections to other Pokemon that Diancie has to come up with what his stats and movesets probably will be. So here we go, going into it. We're starting off with regular Diancie. Regular Diancie is a rock fairy type Pokemon. It is a legendary Pokemon, even though technically it's a mutation of Carbink, which is weird. So, but it's a legendary Pokemon, and it's a rock fairy. Its ability is Clear Body in its normal form, which is not a bad ability. I mean, Clear Body helps with things like Sticky Web out there that lower your speed when you switch in. So you have entry hazards to actually mess with your stats. Clear Body negates any of those, so that works. Other than that, Clear Body it helps with other things too. It's a kind of useful ability in the metagame. You don't see a lot of Pokemon run it. I know Metagross usually runs it, but yeah, it's not bad. So normal Diancie's stats. Alright, now Nintendo has not confirmed any stats for Mega Diancie, because technically Mega Diancie is an unreleased Pokemon. It hasn't even come out on X and Y yet. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Mega Diancie is gonna fall into the category that I call cute legendaries. Alright, now cute legendaries are like Shaman, Manaphy, Jirachi, Celebi, Mew, Victini. All of these are like the little cute legendary that gets like a movie or something like that, and there's usually one or two of them every generation. And all of these legends, all of them, Shaman, Manaphy, Victini, Jirachi, Celebi, all of those Pokemon have stats that are all 100. HP, attack, defense, special attack, and speed are all 100. They all have base 600 stat total. That's all of them. And so I'm thinking that Diancie falls into the same category of cute legendary, that it would follow the same suit and have base stat total of 600, which would mean each one of its stats would be 100. So that's where I am with this. All of them are 100, which is awesome, because when you have a stat pool like that, it basically, it's like a clean slate. It's like a blank palette where you can pretty much make this Pokemon go wherever you want, depending on, the only thing that's going to hold it back is the move pool. But if you have a pretty varied move pool, like you have physical attacks, special attacks, you have support moves and defensive attacks, you can literally go anywhere with this Pokemon. You can have a fast physical sweeper, you can have a fast special sweeper, you can have a bulky defensive Pokemon, you can make a tank, you can make a support type, you can make any type of set if you have a pretty varied move pool and and balanced stats like this. So if its stats are like this, it will be pretty interesting Pokemon normally. But of course, like every Pokemon in this series, Nintendo decided, let's make this Pokemon better before we even bring it out. We're gonna give it a Mega Evolution, which they did. So they gave us Mega Diancie, which I believe is something to promote both X, Y, and the new remakes together. So Mega Diancie keeps its Rock Fairy typing. Recently they revealed its ability is Magic Bounce, which isn't bad. It's another one of those cookie cutter abilities that they're sticking on a lot of Mega Evolutions. You know, like they did the same thing with Mega Sableye. So it's not bad. Magic Bounce is pretty cool. They did the same thing with Absol too. So, but it's not bad. You know, the thing we get here is with its stats. Its stats are pretty interesting. It's gonna get an extra 100 stat points, bringing up to 700. And the way I broke it down was like this. So its HP is gonna stay the same. It's gonna get 110 base attack in its Mega Evolution, which is good. You know, it's buildable. 110 base defense, 150 base special attack, because I did read somewhere that they were going to be building Mega Diancie towards more of a special attack, a fast special attacker than anything else. So 150 base special attack, which will put it right above normal Mewtwo. Let's see, base 110 special defense and base 120 speed, which is freaking awesome. You know, that puts it right there at Skeptown, you know, before any type of investment of EVs, which of course brings a 700 point stat total, which is pretty good. That's awesome. You know, so Mega Diancie, you can see here, it's geared toward being a special attacker with extra speed. So this is going to be interesting. Now, the moveset for Mega Diancie, since technically we don't have a move pool for regular Diancie, the only way I could come up with a moveset was a Pokemon that it's related to, and that's Carbink. Carbink is another Rock Fairy Pokemon, and it is said that Carbink turned into Diancie through a mutation. So rarely there's a mutation, you know, in a Carbink and it turns into a Diancie. So I guess you can say Diancie are like the X-Men of the Carbink world. Okay, that was nice. But still, you know, so I would assume that its move pool is similar to Carbink's. Hopefully a bit more varied, because Carbink's really is I mean, it has a pretty good move pool, but it's not like the best in the world. But I did just base it off of his move pool. So here we go. You can mix and match any of these attacks any way you want, or add any other type of attack you would like, but this is just what I put on here. So we have Psychic or Reflect. Like, of course, Psychic is to hit any fighting or poison Pokemon, even though technically their attacks will only do neutral damage to you because of because of its typing. But you know, you still want to hit them. So Psychic, it gives you that kind of coverage. You know, Reflect, you know, will buff up your already impressive physical defense. You know, making you way harder to kill. And with your resistances, you'll be hard to kill anyway. Because I mean, being a rock fairy, you resist like a ton of different things. Let's see here. Calm Mind and Stealth Rock. Alright. I put Calm Mind in here basically for the special set. So if you wanted to do an offensive special set, you can bring in Diancie, Mega Evolve, you know, Calm Mind up, you know, while your opponent switches to counter Mega Diancie, giving you a free turn to Calm Mind, and you'll be set and ready to go. Not only will it boost your already insane special attack will also boost your special defense so you can, you know, survive, you know, water moves or steel moves that much better, because steel will kill you. That's probably one of the big downsides of this Pokemon is I didn't see really anything that could counter steals. You know, there was no Earthquake, there was no Focus Blast, there was none of that. It was just, you know, this. But, you know, so, Calmine, Stealth Rock, which most rock Pokemon should probably know Stealth Rock. You know, because, you know, I've seen a lot of Pokemon, you know, that are Mega Evolutions that have Magic Bounce as leads. So you can Mega Evolve in the first turn and Magic Bounce whatever entry hazard that they're going to put out there back at them and set up all in the same turn. You know, if you're not going to do it that way, you could just stay in and Stealth Rock, you know, and Mega Evolve later. You know, it gives you a variety of strategies. Light Screen. Light Screen will boost up your defense, just like Reflect. You know, running dual screen Pokemon is a highly annoying thing, especially when the Pokemon is a wall or it's very bulky. It just makes things, it just slows the game down to a halt, because you really can't do that much damage unless you have something like Infiltrator, or you have like, you know, Brick Break or something like that will break through the screen. So this is just basically in there to make it annoying for your opponent. Power Gem is probably the best special rock attack there is. It's kind of like Earth Power for rock Pokemon, you know, and it's a must on Diancie, Mega Diancie or normal, because of its special attack and its stab, and it also hits, you know, flying, ice. You know, it hits bug, it hits tons of different Pokemon. So, you know, Power Gem is a must on Diancie anyway. Same thing with the next attack is Moonblast. Moonblast is a 80 powered fairy move. I think its special ability, its secondary ability is that it can lower your special attack, which is good. You know, it's good if you're facing something like, you know, something that has high special attack, but it's good just because of the 80 power stab fairy move. You know, that's something you definitely need on this set. Another must-have move. And Rock Polish I added in. You don't necessarily need Rock Polish with base 120 speed, but if you're keeping this as a regular Diancie, you could probably use Rock Polish. You can replace this with anything else. You can replace it with Calmine. I think Sharpen boosts your attack if you're going to go with a physical Diancie. You can really do this. That's the thing. It was really hard to do this moveset because it's so many variables you have to think about. And its stats are so good that it can really do just about anything. So it was hard to really pin down a set of moves or what to do. But yeah, you know, so this is my moveset. You know, if I was running Mega Diancie, I would run Calmine, Power Gem, Moonblast, and probably Stealth Rock. What I would do is I would probably run a defensive ability, something like Calm or something like that. You know, to build up his defenses, since his attack and special attack are already pretty solid. You know, you can put a pretty good investment in its defenses, make it a bulky special attacker with a pretty good amount of speed, which would be awesome. So that's about it for Mega Diancie. That's about it for the analysis on Mega Diancie. What else I wanted to get into was, I'm running out of Mega Pokemon to do. I wanted this to go up until the Mega Scoop, which will probably be like August 12th, August 11th, somewhere around that area. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. So, because I only have one more Mega Pokemon left to do, and that is Mega Sableye, which will be Monday. So, episode 7, I'm trying to debate on what I want to do after that. I was debating on doing Mega Latios and Mega Latias, since they are technically, we already know that they exist. You know, they haven't been confirmed or announced, but we do know that they exist. We've seen them in the game. Or I was gonna do something else. I don't really know. But I know episode 7 is Mega Sableye. Also, look out for my next Zelda Wii U video, which will be tomorrow, which will be Saturday. That's gonna come out. I'll be going over Zelda Wii U's placement in Nintendo's timeline. So, you know, just stay on the lookout for that. So, you know, please like, comment, subscribe. I know tons of people watch this and they haven't subscribed yet. So subscribe to the channel, you know, help me out, and keep it real, and keep a lookout for my new videos.